All right, I should be good. I don't see that I dropped any frames. So last time I was streaming with Trappy Pappy, and I was dropping frames like crazy. And I think it was my internet. But you can't you can only do so much. When your internet goes bad. I mean, I got like one of the highest ones, and I live by myself. So if the internet just wants to go funky, it's just gonna go funky.
Might want to put an antenna outside or something with some aluminum foil
Honestly,
from the side.
that's what it feel like I should do. Like golly, like I think this one is wired in, I believe. So I don't know where they got the repeater at outside, but I know it's like it comes into my house like wired. But it definitely got to go to some central hub. But yeah, okay. Listen. I know we haven't had a good what do you want to call it, like a what do you want to call it, like a podcast stream in a while. Like I kind of just been gaming. I really haven't talked to my friends too much on here in a while. So my boy Raheem, he kind of was just like, hey, we need to get on here and talk. So we here, it's me, Raheem, and my brother Trappy Pappy, and we gonna be talking about mainly the MCU, and where we think it is currently moving forward, and what's going on with all this cancellations of in general a certain demographic cancellation that's going on, as you can see from the many dark skinned faces on the stream right now. What's going on? What agenda do they have going on? But first and foremost, kind of what I wanted to get off my chest immediately is kind of what me and Raheem was talking about before the stream, which is the Odyssey. A lot of people ain't see it yet, and like I seen it by the grace of God. I seen it, and I went to the theater by myself, so I got to be in one of those seats where everybody's buying everything, and it's just a singular seat right in the middle. I was plopped right there in the middle, and I got to enjoy every single bit of it. So, and I went to IMAX. So, and thankfully, I also got Cinemark. I got a Cinemark card. So, like, I got to see it for like $10. You can't beat that. Like, you can't beat that. Anyway, but yeah, the Odyssey. Real quick, no spoiler warning. I was telling Raheem that it's a 12 out of 10 for me, just because of, for one, the visual prowess of the whole movie was crazy. The sound, like the sound editing is crazy. It felt like you was there. Like you really felt the movie in your chest and your ears. Like it was loud, but it wasn't like absurdly loud. I know a lot of the memes is like, oh, it's too loud, blah, blah, blah. But like it's like loud enough to where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how a movie should be, you know? Um and like it was loud enough to put you in it, so like again, like the videography, like it also pulled you into the movie. So I mean, everybody's seen the Cyclops looked amazing, right? Like the movie in general was grounded because it's not, I don't think it was any CGI at all, but it might have been very few CGI moments where they had to do it. But like um it felt grounded, it felt lived in, and even like the dialogue itself, like the moments where there's no action happening and the dialogue is going on, it still pulled you in. And so to me, that's really impressive that the actors were so enticing that they still grabbed your attention by just talking. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I forget so many people, right? I forget. I be like, I don't know. I mean, the guy with the orange shirt that had an orange shirt on the whole time. I don't be remembering people's names, but I knew Penelope. I knew Odysseus. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember their son's name right now, but like you knew it when they were talking to it. Agamemnon's brother. I can't remember their names right now, but like in the movie, I remembered it, and it was star studded. But like I wasn't like, oh, Tom Holland's character. Like I didn't think that, but like they brought you into it so much that it just kind of, you kind of lived in it. You know what I'm saying? And like the one spoiler thing that I'm not going to say, but like because it would just be incredibly spoilery. But it's just like the way that they tied everything together at the end, oh my goodness. And it hit home. And like that to me, like when you have a story that's thousands of years old and you're able to hit home with the ending, like it's predictable, right? Like you're just like, yeah, like so many stories are based off of the Odyssey. You know what I'm saying? The Odyssey is growing up. I don't know if you remember. If you remember, I know Raheem a little older than me, but I was watching Arthur, and Arthur had an Odyssey episode, like Arthur the Aardvark. The cartoon. Like so, like the stuff like that is like predictable, but the way that Nolan told the story was incredible. And the way he kind of hammered home some of the things, and even how he used some of the actors to hammer home that thought. Some of the characters, like he was like, oh my goodness, like like it at the end it was kind of shocking. Like what I'm saying. And so like my whole thing is watch it definitely. If you can watch it in IMAX, watch it in IMAX. If you can't, because like the seats in IMAX, I mean, it's been out for what, a week or two, and I literally just checked just to check. It's still IMAX is still taken. Like it's still hard for you to find an IMAX theater right now that's not just overwhelmed with tickets being bought out. So yeah, that's all I got to say on the Odyssey. Um, I don't think
I do have a
Raheem.
question though.
Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
Would you watch it in 4D? Because I heard a lot of people had mixed reviews about 4D, like the chair moving and they spraying water and stuff like that on you.
Uh, There's a lot of water scenes, man. Poseidon was going dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Like I ain't trying to get that wet. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, maybe one time for the experience, if it was, if it, like from what I understand, 4D's experience that people have is all dependent on the theater they go to, because every 4D is different. Like like some theaters shake the whole, just randomly shake the whole seat. Some theaters take, like parts of the seat, or have like your hip poked or something like that. Like if you get slashed, like it's not just a complete just rumble. Like it's like there's like focused rumbling, and like some of them do like nice fine spritz. Like so to me, it just I gotta go. I gotta trust the theater that I'm gonna see it at. Like someone's like, I had a bad experience at this theater watching 4D. I'm like, I'm cool with that. I ain't trying to get no shitty water sprayed in my face and have sticky shitty water on my face. Like that ain't it for me.
Okay, fair enough. All right, all right.
But yeah. Especially like, it was just like, yeah, we put actual seawater in the sprays. Why would you do that to me? Why would you? My
That
eyes
was
hurt.
who knows? And question, who knows how long it's been in those tubes?
Is mildew in it too? Yuck. Ugh. But yeah, Trappy, do you got anything? Trappy Pappy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No, I don't have nothing.
Okay, cool. All right. So we're gonna move on to Marvel, and to me its current shortcomings. Right? So we're not gonna talk about Spider-Man at all. We just gonna keep it Spider-Man spoiler free, because I'm the only one that watched it. But besides, you seen it? You seen Spider-Man, Trappy?
Yeah, I've seen it twice.
You really?
All right, you know what?
What?
Go ahead, man. Yo, yo, if you
I
want
mean,
me to,
I was about to say
myself out.
I was about to say you want to mute yourself. If you want to mute yourself
And
and
then shoot
not
me a text when you're
and shoot
ready.
you the text, come
No,
back. Yeah, we can. Yeah, okay. All right. All right, we can do that. We can do that. All right. Yeah. Let's just talk about it for like 5 minutes, 5 or so minutes. So for you, Pappy, Trappy Pappy, how did you like it? What would you rate it first and foremost?
Uh, I probably rated a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I think I would have to rate it that too. Just because like this to me was is the Spider-Man straight out of the comics, right? Like it is a straight out of a comic book movie for Spider-Man. Like you felt kind of like his overarching sadness in a movie, and it's just like, man, like it felt so sad. You know what I'm saying? Like it for those who don't know, everybody still forgot about him, right? Everybody still don't know who he is. And spoiler alert, he talks to MJ, and um again, spoiler alert, they don't get back together. And it's sad. You know what I'm saying? Like that is tremendously sad, but like also just in a way that it was so sad because it was, for one, like even though that happens a lot, like in the movies, like Spider-Man really never gets his girl in the movies, but it was the way that it felt like it was a new pain. If that makes any sense, it felt like a new pain. Um, and it just, and it's just like, man, like, and he's trying to like go through his life now without like just being Spider-Man, and he kind of isolated the rest of his life to be Spider-Man, and we're seeing that effect of what it has on his psyche and his physical abilities, right? Wouldn't you say, Trappy?
Yeah,
Do you have anything to add before I continue?
nothing to add.
Okay. um yeah, so like that, I love that part. And then yeah, the web swinging was incredible, right? So
Yeah,
so I get, for you, Trappy, where would you rank this Tom Holland's web swinging in this movie in terms of not only Andrew Garfield and Toby Maguire movies, but also the Insomniac video game? Like, where would you rate all four of them?
I think he was moving like he was in an Insomniac game.
I agree. I agree.
I seen a post where they had it side by side.
Oh, really?
And look, yeah, it looked spot on.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. So where would you rank them? It's the top four. Would you rank them? What's number? Let's go from the bottom up. What's four for you? Who has the worst swinging?
Probably say Toby.
Yeah, I would say Toby. I agree. Toby. Who's number three now?
Is between I did like Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield was
I'm
goated for a
gonna
long time. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Insomnia.
Insomniac's number three. Okay.
Yeah.
Insomniac's number three.
Then I'm gonna put Garfield number 2.
Ooh, you putting
And then
Garfield
Tom
number
number 1.
2 and Tom number 1? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I did not think you was gonna do that. I thought for sure you was gonna put Andrew Garfield number 1 after you said Insomniac number 3. But yeah, no, hey, I can see that. I would say if Insomniac found a way to do like first person swinging really smooth and transitioned well, I think they would be number 1. But like
Yeah.
I think for them to be number 1, like it's a video game, so it's hard because you still want that video game-ness to happen, right? So he's over here doing like weird spins in the air, doing backflips, doing whatever, doing stuff that's not realistic just to swing back up. So like that's in the video game. So I agree with you. I would agree with you. I kind of wanted to put Andrew Garfield still number 1, but I think Tom Holland for this movie is number 1. And he finally got the swing through the city of New York. In his fourth movie, he finally got the swing. Mind you, fourth solo movie, because he's been in 6 movies as Spider-Man before this one. Because he's been in Civil War, 2 Avengers movie, Endgame, and Infinity War, right? His 3 solo films, and now this one. And honestly, technically, Spider-Man No Way Home is in New York, but he really wasn't swinging around that city like that. So it took Tom Holland 7 movies to swing
10
through New
years.
York. 10 years! It took him 10 years to swing through New York. What the fuck is going on? You know, what is really going on? But nonetheless, he got there. Now, I did love the movie, and I will say it's 10 out of 10. I would say tied with Spider-Man 2. Like, I love all Tom Holland's movies. I really do. Like, but I try not to compare him too heavily to Spider-Man 2 because it's just Spider-Man 2 was just insane. It was just insane, right? But other than Spider-Man 2, I think Tom Holland has the best Spider-Man movies, right? So, but this one is like right up Spider-Man 2, right up there because like again, you get the the groundedness of a Spider-Man comic book, but you know, and with that you also get like his positivity, his almost Superman quality positivity, which is so nice to have. Honestly, like to sit there and watch is so refreshing to know like your whole world is just depressing. Tom Holland's world right now is literally depressing that he's been living through for the 4 years. Like he has been living without the love of his life for 4 years, and he has never gotten over that. And it's not like, oh, he got with Gwen Stacy for a little bit and then switched over. Like, no, he literally just Spider-Man for 4 years. Barely any social interactions other than talking to the detective on the phone about Spider-Man shit. You know what I'm saying? So while like all of his friends are living their lives, he's not even able to live their lives with them because they don't know him. So to be literally isolated in that way where honestly like Peter Parker pretty much kind of died, right? And seeing that battle to me was incredible. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's just like it went from like pretty Peter Parker pretty much like died to, hey, like the spider in him is taking over. So how do you do that? Like, do you stop it do you stop it artificially? And you see what happens when he stopped artificially, which to me, they're setting Tom Holland's Peter Parker up to be almost like a new Iron Man. And the fact that his good-natured technology is going to be the end of a lot of people, or to be the cause of a lot of people's pain, right? Like he built something to solve a problem that he was having, and then whatever he built actually causes another problem for other people. And like that to me, I love that. You know, like because if y'all watched the movie and didn't realize that they put a mutant collar literally like a what do you call it? Like a DNA suppression collar on someone, and don't think that that has anything to do with the X-Men, especially when they put it on the X-Men and it worked. If y'all don't think that got implications for the future, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? And also just the simple fact that they also added Bruce Banner back in there, because somehow, some way, Bruce is always right there when some shit happens. When some scientific shit happened. Y'all remember? You remember Age of Ultron, Pap? Age of Ultron. Who was right there with Tony Stark? Bruce goddamn Banner. What happened? The world almost goddamn ended. Like he always right there. He really is. So just having him right there and just being kind of the letting the tech fall in the wrong hands, like I think it's cool. Like it felt lived in. They brought in the Punisher, which to me, perfect ad because granted, like we seen the kind of the bickering between like Daredevil and Punisher, and like they seem more like frenemies, but the same type of bickering going on between the Punisher and Spider-Man was too different. Even though they Punisher, Daredevil and Spider-Man got the same mentality, right? They want to save as many people as they can. Punisher just want to kill people. They got the same mentality in that type of way, but it felt like a more of a older brother, younger brother thing, and it felt kind of refreshing. And the fact that the Punisher could learn something from Spider-Man, win. You know what I'm saying? A win. We seen the Punisher being vulnerable to that level. A win. You know what I'm saying? Now, did the Punisher learn his lesson? I guess we're gonna have to find out. But to me, yeah, that's good. Did I miss anything, Pap? Do you want to have anything to add with the positive of the movies of the movie? Pappy Pappy?
I ain't really got nothing to add.
Okay. So I would say there to me there is a couple of negatives to this movie. For one, they introduced a lot of stuff and explained zero, right? To me, I've never seen Spider-Man do what he did without the suit. I was for sure I was going to see a Venom suit come on him or not, but it wasn't. It was literally just his spider DNA just taking over, making his eyes black, right? Making him have organic webbing, which crazy. It worked, but like it feels like it's something else in there. You know what I'm saying? It feels like it's something else in there. Um Jean Grey's abilities, crazy. I did not think her ability was body hopping like that. Like I knew she could enter people's minds, but like um I thought that was weird. Maybe the power like that was so like kind of like possession. Possession is kind of an evil a way to use like your psychic ability. So maybe she doesn't do that anymore. But I've never seen her do that. And maybe there's like some comic that I just don't know about. But like I've never seen her do that. That shit was strange to me. That's why I was like, nah, I can't. That can't actually be Jean Grey. But it feels like Jean Grey. But maybe it's not Jean Grey. And it was her. It was Jean Grey. So yeah, you know, hey, that was it. Um, they left a lot on the table as far as like they left a lot of questions open ended. They just left a lot of questions open ended. Um, and maybe that's for the good. Maybe maybe they're giving themselves somewhere to work with because clearly this is going to be the start of another trilogy. But I just have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions. So those were a couple of them, and without going into too much more details, like just know I got a lot of questions on the movie, but that doesn't make it not good. It just means I question where they want to go now. You got anything, Trappy Pappy?
I really want to know where they gonna go to.
Yeah. So we both want to know where they where they want to go. So let me bring back Raheem.
Yo, what? I got it.
Oh, you okay? Cool. Okay. I literally just texted you back. I didn't know if you got it. Cool. Um. Yeah. So let's talk about where do y'all think the MCU is going now? Like, I think we understand like they got a lot of shortcomings. They have a lot of shortcomings. It's not like these big blockbusters for them are. I don't want to say in the past, but they're pretty far. Other than Spider Man, they haven't really been hitting them out of the park, right? So and their shortcomings to me has led them to change a lot of the future. So with that being said, with all these changes, Raheem, I will kind of want to ask you the question first of where do you think the MCU is going, and do you like where they're going currently?
I'll be honest with you, I have rarely seen any phase two, like, because I haven't been very like phase one was such a high bar, and I couldn't. It was so hard for them to measure up to. So if they did, I think they tried so many different ways, like a build up, and then obviously the whole Canaan, dynasty thing that fell through for those reasons. But I, it's too all over the place. I think they just want to put out plethora of things and kind of see wherever sticks stick. But like the only thing I saw was I definitely saw Black Panther. I definitely saw shoot, what was the other? I can't think. I can barely remember anything else besides I saw. I mean, oh, I saw, I did watch more of the TV shows than the movies, so I was more invested in like in Moonlight and like the Punisher and things like that. In
Hmm.
the case they probably did like a little miniature thing, but besides that, yeah, I've been very underwhelmed by a lot of it. And the only thing I did look forward to was the King, but yeah, that was pretty much it. It's very underwhelming.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I've watched every movie. I've still been able to stay afloat with all of it. There are some TV shows I didn't watch, but it's more of the animated TV shows. But live action TV shows I watched, I think all of them. And again, like some of them are hits, some of them are miss, some of them are just mid. But like they had a lot more misses and mids than hits, and that goes for the movie too. Like the movies, like, and I'm very forgiving when it comes to the Marvel Studio brand when it comes to their movies because I understand like you're juggling a lot, like da 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 da. But what I can't forgive is just not understanding the character. I hate that.
Hmm.
One thing you have to get right is you have to understand the character. Like the characters that you made us care about, right? Like I can't fundamentally understand how you don't do Thor right. You did a great movie with him. The last movie I did was great. Then, you kind of kept that on with the Avengers movies and then you completely dropped it for Thor 4 and it was bad. It was garbage. I'm sorry. Um and the Ant-Man movie, right? Like you completely butchered the character and you kind of always butchered him, but like it's even worse. You had a chance for Ant-Man to be a serious character, but you didn't want to do that. In the terms of like sure, it's fine for him to be kind of a goofy character, but at the same time he got to grow up. He has to have an arc. And like in the third movie, that should complete your arc and it didn't. He didn't grow at all. And I expected a literal man with a master's degree in engineering not to be a complete fucking dum dum, right? And he's just stupid. And you had the ample you had ample chances of showing that he actually could take over the moniker of doing that. And and technically there's two Ant-Mans, and y'all basically passed on the torch of being like, hey, here, be a smart guy, here you go. Or even do that for Wasp. And you didn't. I still don't know. I mean, are they together or not? They don't even have chemistry. What are we doing there? This is the third movie. She's been in 3 movies, and I can't fundamentally even understand if they're even girlfriend and boyfriend at this point. You see how confusing that is? I spent over 6 hours with these 2 characters, and I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about them. It doesn't make any sense. And that's
They're in a lavender relationship.
yeah. Like, good lord, man, and like, and yeah, so that, and then obviously, you know, like there's not really gonna be any more Guardians of the Galaxy in the terms of how we saw them, you know, previously. But like that movie ended you know, that trilogy ended that trilogy ended pretty well. But like, where are they gonna be now, right? Like, are they gonna be a new face without, you know, without their leader? Because their leader is now not leading the team anymore. Not trying to get to any spoiler things. I know some people didn't watch it before, but like, where am I supposed to go with that, right? And then you know, you completely destroyed the Kang image. Like you built him up and got everybody kind of hyped to see him at the end of Loki, and then you completely botched it on Ant-Man 3, and then you basically blamed him and threw away the character on bad writing. Because I guarantee you, if they didn't already plan to throw that character away, they would have blew off his legal troubles. I'm sorry. But you threw him under the bus, like you continue to throw all these other characters under the bus. You basically said, hey, there's no Blade movie because Mahershala Ali won't accept a script from us. No, y'all keep writing bullshit, and Mahershala Ali is not going to take any bullshit from y'all. So how about you get your shit together, write a good Blade movie that Mahershala Ali wants to do, and do better. Like, a lot of the fans are stupid, right? I'm not going to lie, especially the vocal fans of the MCU are incels, to say the least. But that's the vocal ones, right? That's the vocal majority. They're just, you know, like, they're trolls. They're incels. But a lot of other people can see through the bullshit, right? Like, we can see through the bullshit that y'all don't have anything planned. And like the end of a lot of these movies, to me, shows that y'all have nothing planned. Fantastic Four, a good movie, kind of decent movie, is literally just a play, just a rehashing of the second Fantastic Four movie that was what, in 2006. Damn near word for word, bar for bar, y'all just stole it from them. You know, and to me, it just shows that y'all rushed that out because y'all just like, oh my god, we've had these characters for almost a decade and we didn't do anything with them. So y'all just rushed it out. Y'all just threw something out that is unoffensive, but yet also unsoulful. Like, stop again. And I will say they didn't do this in Spider-Man, but stop faking these deaths. I'm so tired of seeing y'all basically like, don't you like this character? What if I kill him? I kill him. I'm not gonna kill him. We can't afford to lose any more characters. Like, stop doing that. Like, you did that in with Peter Quill. You did that with Ant-Man. You did that with Fantastic Four. Just if you're gonna kill somebody, kill him. If you're not gonna kill somebody, don't trick me, nigga. Like, what we doing? Like, that's, and like, to the point where if they did that again, I'm like, I'll walk out of movie theater. That nigga better be dead. Don't show me nothing. Don't show me somebody with their throat slit and then have him appear. Don't show me somebody with their neck broke and then have him appear in his own two season series. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on the throne. Like, don't do that. Stop doing that to me. Just kill the man and have it be done. Don't kill somebody and bring them back in a whole different role. I'm tired of seeing that, y'all. Like, there's other actors out here. There's other good actors out here. There's other good Marvel characters that y'all can do. And if y'all stop screwing them up and canceling them, i.e. Blade, King Dynasty, Armor Wars, Wonder Man, Eternals, y'all actually don't have to keep going back to the Thors and to the Spider-Man and to the Avengers well to try to bring back these people. If y'all did the new ones correct, it's easy. It's not hard. I mean, come on now. Like, Iron Man trilogy was done in 4 years. Iron Man came out in 2009, 2010, and 2013. Trilogy. Boom. In that same amount of time, Shang-Chi only had 1 movie. What are we doing? Like, are we serious? Like, if y'all gonna make these characters, keep making them. Why did Shang-Chi's last movie come out in 2001? Or not 2001, 2021. It's been 5 years and we have not seen this man. At all. That's why, to me, it feels like the MCU said, "Oh my gosh, we're drowning. We need to make an Avengers movie, but we don't have any faith in these new characters that we just developed. So literally bring everybody else back, even Robert Downey Jr. and see if that works." Because I can tell you where Thor is, where Captain America is, right? Where Doomsday is, because that's all you show me in these trailers. I have no idea if Spider-Man's in the movie, right? Other than the little cheers that the shitty fucking cheers that y'all showed me. I have no idea if Blade's in the movie. I don't think any of the Eternals are in the movie. Is the Hawk in the movie? I guess. I mean, just because he's an old character, I'm assuming that he's in the movie. Is Rhodey in the movie? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Is Shang-Chi in the movie? Mm-hmm. Is Carol Danvers in the movie? Mm-hmm. You know why? Because y'all focused on the old Avengers. That all damn near supposed to be killed off. What are we doing? I just don't know. That's me. I think in terms of where do you think the MCU is going? Trappy Pappy, do you have any insight that you want to share?
No clue.
A few words. Do you want to expound on it, or you just you go and leave it there?
Don't leave it at that, because I didn't even know Wonder Man was canceled.
Yeah, Wonder Man is canceled.
I'm mad about that.
I'm mad about it too. The whole internet feel like they mad about it. Unless they an incel, then it's like, ugh, I didn't want to see niggas in the MCU anyway. But yeah, I mean, shoot, even somebody like Ironheart, right? Like, now, granted, the show wasn't bad, but like, why was that? Her? I don't know. I don't know if she getting a season 2. I don't even know why they even dumbed her down to have, like, the season 1 was good, but you know what would have been better if it was a fucking movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't need 6 hours of Riri Williams. I would have been good with a movie budget. Mind you, it could have been a low movie budget. It could have been a 100 million movie budget, and I would have been cool. Like, it should have been a 3-hour movie. But like, a lot of the shows that they want to make shows should not be shows. They should be movies, right? And if you want them to be shows, you need to write them like a show and not a movie that you want to make it under a show budget. Because I kid you not, you can tell when a script is written to be a 2-hour movie and it gets stretched out into a 6 to 9 hour format. You feel that shit. So I get confused. Like, what do y'all want to do? Like, if y'all gonna make something like not Secret Wars, but Secret Invasion, that shouldn't feel like a movie. That shouldn't feel like a long movie script. That should feel important, integral, right? That should feel it should feel. I should see more than Samuel Jackson, right? In that show, I should feel more than Samuel Jackson. That to me is what makes a show good. Like WandaVision was good because it felt like it should have been a show the entire time. It felt like it should have been a show. Loki was good because it felt like it should have been a show. It felt episodic. And some of these things is just like these don't feel like shows. You just feel like you didn't want to spend a movie budget on it, on a wax script. That's what it felt like. And they're like, why are shows doing so bad? Because they're not shows. They're not shows. You don't even know when to end some of these episodes. You have no clue. I just
Before, go ahead.
no. I'm good.
I actually, it was interesting enough when Marvel 2 years ago when it was announcing all these shows, I was on a forum and the guy who ran it, he pretty much had the idea. It was like shows to only be with side characters, and then movies should be just like, all right, who's the next up and coming person. So
Yep.
it was an easy breakdown in the sense of, for example, like we go with Black Panther. Obviously, Black Panther, Black Panther is going to get a movie, but like Mbaku, he should get a show.
Absolutely.
It should be based off of that. Like, all right, so what, like, pretty much like, what is this side character doing while all this is going on? How did he, like, pretty much like, what does he do in his free time in the sense of training or go through what he goes through to show, oh wow, this is why they call him,
Yes.
or this is why they call her. So that's what when they and I think that's what they kept on giving too many of these main guys movies and not too many of these side guy shows. So I think that was a huge miss on that part.
That is true. Like honestly, I would have loved to seen an M'Baku show that showed him like going like a couple episodes showed him like before the movies of Black Panther of how he got to his power, how he got to that portion of the kingdom, and then like after Black Panther, like in between Black Panther 1 and 2, what did he do like after that? I would have loved that show. You know what I'm saying? Like and that goes for honestly any one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like if Eternals, I feel like Eternals would have been better as a show because it has so many characters that are basically side characters, and maybe maybe at the end they're just like, all right, this is Eternals, but like let's make the Eternals the movie, right? Like and plug them all together and show like how how it was for them to battle together against the deviants, right? But like the reason why Eternals went so bad is because I mean you constantly showed me flashbacks of the past that I didn't even care because I don't know these characters. I don't know. I didn't. You're showing me like what 10 characters that I don't know about in 2.5 hours, and you expect me to care? Like care about this person? She runs real quick. I'm sorry, no, don't give a fuck. Like I don't care. Like what's her name? Icarus? I don't know. Like, and it's just like that to me. Like, yeah, should have been a show, but like it's like you said, right? Like again, like these characters that either we don't know enough about or their side characters should have been a show, and they should have been they should have been boosted up into a movie if that's the case, right? Like even Falcon and the Winter Soldier should have been a movie. It wasn't a bad show, but it should have been a movie. And now you're stuck in his little pocket of, oh my goodness, hey, we just show characters that were in 3 movies and we just put them in a series, and now we're gonna bring them back out of the movie. What do we do? How do we make sure they watch that movie or watch that TV show in order to watch the movie? Or you just like, well, let's try to bring them up. Let's try to bring them up to speed in the movie. Like you shouldn't have to do that because you organized this all fucked up. Falcon and Winter Soldier should have been Captain America 4. Point blank period. Should have been Captain America 4. Especially when you wanted to do the Thunderbolts like because some of the Thunderbolts was in Captain America 4 or Captain America and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You know, it's and again like they just don't like. Well, I don't understand to me like why Anthony Mackie did a great job, but like where they took that character, it's like you already kind of gave him that story arc in the show, but you don't assume that everybody watched that show, so you had to basically give him that story arc again in the movie.
Yep. Total waste of time.
Total waste of time. So like when it comes to where I think the MCU is going, I think it's all teetering on this Kang dynasty. Not the Kang dynasty. It's all teetering on Doomsday, which it
Okay.
shouldn't. It should not teeter on Doomsday. You're putting way too much goddamn pressure on a character that you have yet to introduce. To the point where no one even knows what universe he's coming into. And you don't have enough faith in the characters that you introduced. So guess what you have to do? Oh, remember all the X-Men movies? We're gonna have to bring them into this. Remember all the phase 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3? We're gonna bring that back into. You bringing in 20 years of movies prior to this new phase to fill out an even newer phase. What the fuck is going on here? Why is nobody confused about this? Like, you expect me to be excited? I'm not excited. I don't know what the fuck going on.
I have a good question just to come off of something you just said. You said there was no way of like they didn't do a good job pretty much introducing Doomsday, like how they build up Thanos, right? Like you saw this dude all the way back when he had horrible CGI to the point like, all right, he out here.
Yes.
And I have my theory, but for you two, how would granted this is a shoehorn, how would you want it the introduction, like, um within the movie? You had to pick like one movie building it up. Like, all right, let's say, Jonathan Majors in his trouble. Okay, how do we, finagle this? Like, we gotta find an introduction. Like, go ahead. Like,
Oh,
either pick one movie or maybe pick a show or something like that, hinting it. Like, how would y'all do? How would y'all have done intros?
how would the intro? I would have definitely done okay. I'm assuming that like I'm not gonna touch like existing movies. Like I'm not gonna touch Fantastic Four. But like what I would have
Okay.
done is in Avengers Kang Dynasty, I would have had Kang lose to Doomsday. And I would have had Kang's like that's the motherfucker that I really did not want to see. You know what I'm saying? Like like the whole reason why I wanted to make sure these timelines was in control is that person would never have gotten into control. Cuz like I'm going to always be busy fighting my variants. But that motherfucker right there, we're done. He's going to bring in the true Doomsday. Like, and you know what I'm saying? That is Doom. Like, and like that to me is what they should have done. They should have done Kang Dynasty and then Doomsday. But they were just like, nah. Why? I don't know. But that's what I would have done. What about you, Trappy?
Okay.
The same thing you said. That sounds like a good ass idea.
Thank you, Trappy. Again, men a few words, men a few
Yeah.
words.
I'm gonna expound on both of your ideas. I always thought I agree. Definitely have him like definitely have him come in. Remember when all the kings were cheering around and yelling, and excited, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doomdays were flashing, and let's say he has like some type of like modifier or computer saying now exiting world 616, referring to Marvel 616 series, right?
Mm.
Come in, and then Candace sees him, and then one of those members from 616 sees him, and he's shot, and he's like run, and there was half of them are confused, half of them are like, who the hell is this guy? And he's destroying them one by one. He gets to the last one, and he says like, "This is what you get for destroying my world. Now I
Ooh,
must make sure all
all
he
variants are
goes back to
gone.
all variants are gone." So that's how it introduced. Now, just to kind of put a little bit of a spin off into it, he doesn't, and then Doomsday doesn't appear into the Deadpool movie. Because Deadpool bounced around in different dimensions, and that's how you can confirm, hey, there's a connection between the X-Men, and X-Men is finally getting to the fold by Doomsday, like coming in, like at the end of that, like when they're out in the desert,
Hmm.
and later on are dead and things like that, and he popped in there and he was like, this world is already at its need. I'm about to put it out of its misery,
Ooh,
and then that's what introduced Doomsday being involved with the MCU, like all together.
ooh, that would be nasty. He is really, he
So that's
really just
how.
ending world, like ending whole universes, just going from one that was like, this pitiful world, like.
Right. And event, and granted, it was interesting how you said that you didn't want the whole Fantastic Four, but Reed Richards and Dooms, those are like, that's his arch enemy. They have to cross paths eventually. So I was kind of interested why you said like, yeah, I wouldn't have him there. Like he would have to have some type of understanding, but he could probably do it up in the actual big movie.
Yeah, no, I agree. I would have had him in there, but like, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a whole rewrite in that movie. That's how that movie got fucked up. Like, I personally, if they were still just going with even the King Dynasty of it all, like, to me, Reed Richards and Nathaniel Richards, which is Kang, they're already related. Why like, I would what I would have done is I would have made it a true origin story. I know they don't want to do that shit anymore, but you need to do it. Suck it up, make a true origin story. And I would have made it to where, like, they basically tried to jump. They tried to they try to basically jump either in time or whatever, but instead of going to space and getting hit with cosmic rays, they went to through the what's it called, the microverse, like with Ant-Man, and got messed up that way, and they got their powers when they came back, and they wanted to go and basically fix what they Reed wanted to fix what he did. So like they went back into the microverse to try to undo what he did to fix his friends, and they end up going down to Annihilus. Is it Annihilus? I think it's Annihilus, right? The big, like, ant look praying mantis looking villain,
Yeah,
kind of look a little like
yeah,
Ultron, but yeah, they would have went down there, and they would have saw that, and they would have saw Kang, because that's where, to me, I would have said that's where Kang went after being sucked down into and at the end of Ant-Man 3, and basically they're just like, they Kang the Conqueror and the Fantastic Four would work together to stop Annihilus, and to um and to basically go back into the right place. But whatever they went, they end up actually going to the 616 universe, right? And at the same time, like, we would not have known that that was the same Kang the Conqueror. We would have just knew that he was there and he was a Kang variant. But all of that would have transpired to get him out of that microverse, and he would have created a Nihilus using his own engineering, and he would have created a big bad in order to make himself not look like the big bad, in order to get a team up with someone to go back to the actual, to the actual world, and he would have finished off his duties as Kang, and that would have been like the start of the Kang dynasty there. Like, that to me would have made the most sense, right? Like, you tie together you give the Fantastic Four a reason to be in the universe. You give Kang the reason to really want to fuck everybody up in the 616, right? You give everybody kind of, you put everybody in place for a true Avengers movie to happen. Like, they don't have to jump dimensions. Everybody's right there. But that ain't what happened. But yeah, that's what I would have had. That's what I would have wanted to see, and I would have wanted to see Kang be there because Kang. I would have wanted to see Kang go there, and I would have wanted to see Kang want to be with the Fantastic Four in order to make sure that Franklin Richards would have been would have been created the way he needed to be created because he was the key to the universe, and Kang would have known that, and also Doctor Doom would have also known that, and that you'll see that fight happen, that conflict of like everybody's fighting for Franklin, right? Nathaniel Richards and Doctor Doom fighting for Richards, and also the whole Fantastic Four and Avengers fighting also to save their son, Franklin Richards. So I would have liked to see those three added that way. You know what I'm saying? So, but what do I know? I'm just a sweaty nerd.
Sweaty nerd.
But yeah. But yeah, that's it. So I guess we can move on to, unless you do you have something else you want to add, Raheem?
I got something I want to add.
Oh, look who it is.
Hey.
Yes.
What's going on, Bear Styles?
What's up? What we talking about today?
We talking about the MCU. You know,
That is.
you know, I was about to say, I was like, you know anything about the MCU?
Nah.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I know Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he in the MCU.
All right, cool. I know him.
All right, you got anything you want to say about Doctor Strange?
He's actually the best. He's the only really. Why you gonna think like that? He's the only reason why I like Marvel.
Okay. All right. I fuck with it.
Seen what was it? The first movie I seen with him was the Spider-Man one. I was like, who the hell is this dude? And I was like, let me go watch the first movie. Cool. I watched the second movie in the movie theater. Like, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, his stuff is cool. I like this first movie more than the second one, but the second one was cool. Yeah, his role in Spider-Man, was it No Way Home, was really good too.
Mm-hmm.
Was it No Way Home?
Yeah.
It was No Way Home. Yeah.
So, Happy,
Alright,
you
think
need
about
to
it.
turn your monitor off. That doesn't throw you off. It's like it
Yeah.
makes it sound like
Tell Pap to stop the echo.
Yeah.
Because he got his monitor. He got his monitor on, so it's making the echo.
Yeah.
All right,
Like
Raheem, did you have anything you want to say, or did you want to move on?
All right, let me get your drinks. Yeah.
I like no. I'll move on.
Okay, cool. All right. So with all of this future up in the air with the MCU, a lot of, like I said, the future is up in the air for the MCU, and with the fallout from that comes cancellations of TV shows and movies. And from what we've seen, there is, granted, a lot of other movies got canceled. A lot of movies and TV shows got canceled, but some of them still got greenlit. But the ones that seem to get canceled more than the most are the one with these black leading actors, right? So that's usually my issue, right? We're seeing a lot of things that should be good, should be greenlit, not be greenlit, right? Not even given a chance to be good, right? Even if they either had good intentions or had even a great first batting with it. As far as Wonder Man, they never marketed Wonder Man as a good show, but it was a fantastic show, and he knocked it out of the park. And Kang Dynasty, as far as Jonathan Major goes, he chewed up every scene he was ever in as Kang. and they still canceled it, right? Um, so for let's go with Trappy Pappy first. Um, what movie that was canceled? What movie slash TV show that was canceled? Do you are you hurt by the most? Trappy Pappy. All right, he might have stepped away from the mic. I want to say he just said Wonder Man. He was hurt by Wonder Man, but I don't want to speak for him, so we can come back to him. You want to go, Raheem? What was the
Yeah,
yeah, what was the TV show or movie that you were hurt by the most that they canceled?
obviously Blade because I thought you know Ali would have embodied that, and I think you know it's one of those things where like you have a bar raised, but you don't. I've said the bar was raised for me to the point where like I know he's gonna over the store right on top of it. Like I just knew it. His how he was in Luke Cage. It was
Hmm.
like, yep, and all this other movies. So I was really really disappointed in that one. Like I I don't know why they you know didn't work with him or try to put some type of setup with it or something like that. I mean, like look how Black Panther did, or look how some of the I mean, I'm not just Black Panther. Look at some of the minority movies that did flop, and y'all try to do it your way. Like in his
Yep.
way, like it would have been gritty, it would have been or sophisticated at the same time. So I was pretty disappointed in that one. If they ever did, I mean, because now I don't think it's ever going to happen now. Like it's completely scrapped. Like I mean, who would you want to play that role now?
Yeah,
Michael Jai
exactly.
White keeps role.
He
you
yeah,
know.
but he's not necessarily Blade. He got to be like in a kung fu movie. Like he got to be. You know what I'm saying? Like his specialty ain't with a necessarily with a blade. I think granted I've never seen him with doing weapons work, but like he would have been a great Black Panther like 10 years ago, right? Like 10,
Oh,
20 years ago.
absolutely.
Like he would have been an amazing Black Panther. But like he needed he I want to see him in MCU or just in a TV show or in a superhero role in general, but like not not Blade. Please,
Um, I,
maybe, but not Blade.
I told you. And then definitely Kingdom Come. I was really looking forward for that. I still think they can still do it. And this is how we talked about it in pre-production.
Hmm.
So here's how this is going to happen, right? How because remember they never really talked about how these what happened to them. I'm just going to talk about it in Doomsday, but they changed. Maybe they still cheer it and more things like that or whatever. But let's just say like, hey, it's all but one came, right?
Hmm.
And he finds love and he gets betrayed like Jonathan Majors.
I'm dead.
And he's like, I will destroy the world.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
And that's Marvel saying F you to that lady for messing with their money
Yeah. No,
and then
facts.
the black community will rush towards like, yeah.
I'm dead.
But now all seriousness though, like the yeah, I would say it was Kane and Blade for sure. And then I didn't really look into Wonder Man or any of those, but I definitely felt as seeing how all those other movies did so bad, like the Miss Marvel movie, not the Miss Marvel, or what Marvel Girl? Was that one of them?
You talking about Miss Marvel, like the Marvels?
Yeah,
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 the
like
Marvels.
yeah, it was that teenage girl, not
Yeah,
the
right.
not Captain. Oh yeah, Miss
Right.
Marvel, not
Like,
Captain Marvel. Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
I was
Miss
so
Miss
like,
Marvel, the TV
ugh.
show. Yeah.
Yeah, I was so like,
but
oh,
when you
you
get
know,
easily buddy train, you get scared
it
of
was so
what
flat to
color.
me. I feel like it was just like I felt like they just threw things at the wall for it to stick, and they lost so much money based off of it that they had to cut their losses on other things. And unfortunately, the minority projects were the first ones to go. So I mean, especially with the whole wave of like, oh, this might be too woke, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, like then let someone who's from that world write.
Damn, either.
Yeah. I agree. Like they again incels. You know what I'm saying? The incel community in Disney, I guess in general, but online is insane. You know, like it's the whole too woke thing. Just because you got black actors is crazy to me. It's just crazy. Um, but I'm gonna say this, and then I gotta head out because it's 8:30. But um, for me, my thing was Avengers: Infinity War. Like I think okay. Interesting. But yeah, like to me it was Avengers. I said Infinity War, Avengers Kang Dynasty, like that. That is that upset me because not only did they like throw him under the bus because of his legal actions, they already planned to get rid of that character, right? So, like this was just a happy circumstance for them, and everybody who was a writer like ignored the fact that they've been saying they wanted to get to change course anyway. And they're just like, yeah, Jonathan Majors suck. He's a terrible guy. Da, da, da. I'm like, y'all buying into this hype. Like y'all know that it's fucked up. Like y'all know what Disney is doing is fucked up. They don't care about if he abused anybody or not. They really don't care, right? They didn't want any proof or nothing. They were just like, we got to get rid of this character. We suck right now. Like, and they blamed it all on that one man, and they ruined his career. Like, and that to me sucks. But at the same time, like, he had Kang in general, regardless of Jonathan Majors or not, is one of the best characters, one of the best villains that Marvel has. Arguably, to be quite frank, arguably better than Thanos. And to me, it made so much sense that to have it go from Thanos to Kang, because Thanos wanted nothing to do um but to save space, right? His whole purpose was the world is getting too crowded. I need to save space, right?
Hold on.
Tell me,
Yeah.
hold on.
No. No, I was saying all gone to my kid, but no,
Oh,
you're right. Yeah, it was just
yeah.
like the nigga.
Yeah, he wanted to save space. And the other thing of space is time. Like everybody always talks about space and time. So Kang was the next logical option to be the big bad, because what Kang wants to do is save time. Kang's whole thing was time. Time, 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 time. And that was such a beautiful, interlocking of villainry for the whole thing. And then they could have moved to Doom, gracefully moved to Doom. And I'm not saying like Kang needed three movies to get, three Avengers movies to build up to. That's not the case, because technically Thanos only had two, which is fine. And he was just getting built up behind the scenes. But I was fine with Kang appearing in everything. He could have just appeared in everything, like, hey, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. You know why? Because time don't fucking matter to him. Because he is time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a matter of time before he gets what he wants. And that to me would have just been that to me would have been beautiful synergy. And then we could have moved to Doctor Doom, which to me would have been more of a fantastical, like a beautiful mesh between magic and science. You know what I'm saying? Like, but regardless, we're not going to get that. We're just going to skip right to we're going to skip right over Kang Dynasty and go right into Doomsday, and we're going to fuck up that character because everything is rushed. So it is what it is. But Raheem, do you got any last remarks?
Nah, not per se. Let's just see what moves forward from there. Um, maybe this might be the best time for DC to finally be dropping some heat.
I
You
know,
know,
right?
while their opponent is down. That's all I'm saying.
I
Some
know,
live action
right?
heat. Yes, they got the games. They got the animated series. But come on,
Let's
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 get
get the live action movies
Joss Whedon.
going. Let's get the live action movies going. I'm with you. You know, I'm with you. Superman was great, but they got to build off of Superman. And yeah, that's that's the show because I think Trappy Pappy stole away from his phone, so I gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh, Trappy Pappy, you got anything to add? Closing remarks.
That Jesus loves you. That's about it.
Jesus loves you. Yes, I know, cause the Bible told me so. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna see y'all next time. Next time, hopefully, we're gonna have some positive news about Marvel that we got something to really build up on. But right now I ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah. So until next time, peace out. Peace out.